Once upon a time, in a small village tucked away in the mountains, there lived a wise old woman named Nara. She was known throughout the village for her kind heart and her ability to tell the most soothing stories. Every night, before the villagers went to sleep, they would gather around Nara, eager to hear her stories. One night, as the villagers gathered around Nara, she began to tell them a story about a magical forest that existed deep in the heart of the mountains. This forest was said to be enchanted, and those who entered it would feel a sense of peace and tranquility that they had never felt before. Nara began, "Once upon a time, in the heart of the mountains, there was a magical forest that was said to have the power to heal troubled souls. Those who entered the forest would be embraced by the soothing sound of the leaves rustling in the wind and the gentle chirping of birds singing in the trees. The air was pure and crisp, and the sunlight that filtered through the trees was warm and golden." As Nara spoke, the villagers closed their eyes and breathed in deeply, imagining themselves in the magical forest. They could almost feel the gentle breeze and hear the rustling of leaves. Nara continued, "In the center of the forest, there was a clearing where the sunlight filtered through the trees, creating a warm and inviting space. The clearing was surrounded by beautiful flowers of every color imaginable, and the scent of the flowers was intoxicating. The people who entered the clearing would often lay down on the soft grass and gaze up at the clear blue sky. They would watch the clouds float by, imagining all sorts of wondrous things. The beauty of the sky would fill their hearts with wonder and joy, and they would fall into a peaceful sleep." As Nara spoke, the villagers could almost smell the sweet scent of the flowers and feel the soft grass beneath them. They felt a sense of peace and relaxation wash over them. Nara continued, "The forest was also home to many animals, both big and small. There were rabbits, squirrels, deer, and even bears. They all lived together in harmony, and the people who entered the forest would often spot them going about their business. The animals were not afraid of the people, and they would often come close to them, as if wanting to be friends. The people would feel a deep sense of connection with the animals, and this would fill their hearts with love and happiness." As Nara spoke, the villagers could almost see the animals going about their business, and they felt a deep sense of love and connection. Nara continued, "At night, when the sky was dark and the stars were out, the forest would come alive with the sound of crickets and other night creatures. The people who entered the forest at night would often hear the gentle sound of the river that flowed through the heart of the forest. The sound of the flowing water would lull them to sleep, and they would have the most peaceful and restful sleep they had ever had." As Nara spoke, the villagers could almost hear the gentle sound of the river and the crickets. They felt their bodies relax, and they began to drift off into a peaceful sleep. Nara smiled as she finished her story, and the villagers opened their eyes, feeling calm and relaxed. They looked at each other and smiled, grateful for the gift of Nara's story. And so, if you ever find yourself having trouble sleeping, just close your eyes and imagine yourself in the magical forest. Let the beauty and peace of the forest fill your heart and let your troubles melt away.